But first, right to our top headline this afternoon, we're talking the weather.
That's right, and our team of meteorologists has now issued an ABC 13 weather alert day for next week. This is they're tracking an Arctic front that's going to drop temperatures all across the state.
Yeah, and because of this, ERCOT has issued weather watch for next week. The watch is normally issued when there is potential for higher electric demand because of significant weather conditions. We're talking the extreme heat or even in this case, freezing.
All eyes on that for so many reasons. Let's welcome in Chief
David. Now to our other top stories that we're following. A car submerged in water and a body was discovered in. Police say a teenager was home when his mother was shot in Northwest Houston. Fair in Houston ISD will see a big hit in federal funding for special education programs. More than $10 million expected in cuts.
This is all part of a legal fight over billing, actually, between the state government and the federal government. ABC 13's Rosie Wynn joining us live from the newsroom.
Getting closer to the Texans' playoff match against the Browns this weekend as the Houston Texans prepare for Saturday's wild card game. QB C.J. Stroud picking up yet another honor from the NFL.
That's right. The Texans star rookie capped off the 2023 regular season by guiding the Texans to a playoff-clinching victory and then got AFC Offensive Player of the Week for his efforts. Second time for Stroud this season, and that game-winning drive sent the club to the playoffs, Mayra, for the first time. And Greg, you were at practice today. What's your sense of the pulse of the team?
They're ready for this challenge, and they're ready to hear the roar of their home crowd at a postseason game as well. A little bit of pressure on the Browns quarterback Joe Flacco would certainly help out on Saturday. Didn't see any on Christmas Eve. Today, the Texans sack leader John Grenard was on the field with his teammates, but he was not able to participate in practice. Grenard, of course, has not played since mid-December. They are hoping that he might be able to give them some.
Certainly be big. Greg, this is the Browns team. It's a veteran ball club. They've played in a lot of playoff games. When you talk about Joe Flacco, Amari Cooper, Texans are a really young team. How is that going to factor into the game on Saturday?
There is enough playoffs.
We're certainly ready for it. We'll find out soon enough.
True teamwork right there. The ongoing crisis now in Ecuador. Major U.S. airlines, including American, United, JetBlue, and Spirit, they're all canceling some flights to Ecuador after it declared an internal armed conflict.
The government declaring war right now on street gangs following an attack that happened on live television. As ABC's Rihanna Nally explains, travel to the country now is, as Mayra said, becoming more difficult as it descends into violence.
We are getting a look at the aftermath of powerful, severe storms that hit all across the nation. While the worst of these storms moves out of the Northeast, other parts of the country are bracing for round two.
Weather-wise here and across the country, as we look at our weather here at home, we do have some ABC 13 weather alert days to talk about.
And it's going to be coming up on Monday and Tuesday because we've got hard freezes coming Monday night and Tuesday night, and because there could even be
Highlight the college football playoff national championship one more time because it was a special night and a special moment during the national anthem for one local student. And today we got a warning from ERCOT regarding freezing temperatures ahead. Chief Forecaster David Tillman, of course, here to get us prepared for this bone-chilling cold, David.
Yeah, and we think we'll get down into hard freeze territory potentially for 2 mornings, and it basically means 2.
Major story today. If you are sexually assaulted in Harris County, you might not find the resources you expect or deserve.
A shocking new report from local agencies shows major gaps in our county's response to sexual assault. And then even further here, it shows a lack of resources and empathy for victims.
Yeah, that's a big one there. Pooja Lodia shows us right now what our elected officials. This week marks 1 month since Houston City Council made policy changes to help customers fix incorrect water bills.
Massive water bills have been an issue for years in Houston, with homeowners facing bills for hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars.
Lileana Pearson live right now from the newsroom. Lileana, you checked in with a woman we've talked to before, so has it been easier for her to get her water bill fixed?
Yeah, she tells me that it hasn't been any easier. She tells me that her mother, who lives alone, used to pay water bills of under $100, but recently she's been facing water bills of upwards of $400. She tells me she keeps going to Public Works trying to get this bill fixed, but says they're telling her there's nothing that can be done. And today I did reach out to Public Works asking them how many people have requested to have their bills adjusted and how many they've been able to go back and adjust. I actually got an email from Public Works here in just the last couple of minutes with those numbers. So I'm going to be digging into those numbers coming up. Also, we're going to be hearing from Mayor John Whitmire. He's sharing his thoughts on the ongoing issue. I'm Lileana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Important reporting, Lileana. Thanks so much. Still up if you're inside as well. Chief Forecaster David Tillman is here. David, David, let's talk about how cold it's going to get and also these weather alert days here Monday and Tuesday.
Well, Monday and Tuesday are the weather alert days, but I want to make sure people going to the marathon understand that we no longer believe we're going to be in the 50s during Sunday, midday to afternoon.
We have some good news when it comes to climate pollution. It seems the air has become a little bit cleaner.
That's right. A report says the U.S. saw nearly
news. We want to thank you so much for joining us here on the news at 4 o'clock, but we still have a lot more coming up.
That's right. Live at 5 is coming your way. So much to get to with Gina Gaston.
Right now at 6:30, we are preparing you for the frigid temperatures and the possible freezing rain early next week.
And the concern is so great that the ABC 13 weather team has now declared Monday and Tuesday as weather alert days.
And tonight we have team coverage looking at all
away from that Arctic air. Many of y'all want to know what you can do to protect your property.
And we're talking plants, pipes. Both will require some TLC, of course, ahead of time. ABC 13 anchor Erica Simon joining us now from the newsroom with more on what we all need to know. Erica.
Good evening to you both.
City Council opted to delay a vote that would give Houston land back, which acquires abandoned or deteriorating properties for community development, $2 million, in order to help move residents out of a deadly cancer cluster in the 5th Ward. Why?
Well, we're told that they didn't actually have any plans for what to do with the money. That was ABC 13 Shannon Ryan reporting, and certainly more to do with that one. Big discussion there at City Hall. Yeah. Well, today employers got an up-close look at a group of people about to become available to the job market.
They're not graduating, but being released to try to get those inmates more jobs. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is inviting employers to prison.
As ABC 13's Nick Notario says, it goes beyond jobs. It's about keeping communities safe.
And we're continuing to keep you ready for the weather that's coming.
That's right. We've got weather alert days Monday and Tuesday coming up. Travis will have the forecast you need to know.
And a new twist in the fight over homeless people near the library downtown. The way an old donation may influence the future of that discussion. Stay with us.
Tonight, we're learning more about Mayor Sylvester Turner's efforts to keep the homeless away from the Central Library downtown.
That's thanks to reporting from our partners at the Houston Chronicle. Our Chaz Miller spoke to the writer behind the story.
Chaz came away with an interesting nugget on how the land in that area came to pass and why it could be relevant to the issue. Like that George Herman fella. Well, listen, y'all, there is crazy weather in a lot of different parts across the country right now, and we're getting ready here at home for weather of our own.
And Travis is here to get us all ready. Yeah, so we are less than 4 days away from NRG Stadium, rocking once again, this time as the AFC South champs. Texans, of course, take on the Cleveland Browns in a wild card. Kickoff is Saturday afternoon, and NRG will be rocking.
For a hard freeze coming Monday and Tuesday nights. High confidence that we'll have that hard freeze those 2 mornings.
It is coming, and it's Sunday for the marathon.
Yeah.
The clock. Well, that's it for Eyewitness News at 6:30.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Buenas noches, everyone.